Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool and welcome back to Pathfinder Kingmaker. We are ready to set out on our adventure. We've saved Oleg's trading post, and I think we're supposed to head to... There's a river. Fangberry Cave is where we're supposed to... Yeah, Thornford. Fangberry Cave is for Bakken. But from my memory of it, that's a pretty tough area, so I'm probably going to hold off on that. We don't really know how to get to Thornford, but I think as we continue on, we'll get some branches, and we did. Oh, there's someone on the road. Get ready. That was fast. Now, not all random encounters are fights, and I think this is one of them. Also, not terribly random. A jittery old man in squalid clothing shuffles up to you. His gray hair is unkempt, and he continually clenches and clenches his wrinkled, freckled hands. When he stops and looks up at you, his eyes widen and he tugs at his beard. Strange weather. Invisible fog creeping out of the woods. Soars beyond the sky, obscures the sun and moon. Strange. The old man shakes his head, his eyes shifting about, seemingly at random. I don't like this old man. Looks like the kind who can cast the evil eye. Who are you? What are you doing here? Fog looks visible enough to me. Invisible fog? Does that mean you can find your way through it? I mean, that is what that would mean. I don't have time to listen to an old fool's nonsense. Be gone. Should probably go, or one more word and I'll kill you. Obviously not those. Who are you? The old man freezes for a moment. Remus. But that won't help with the fog. What are you doing here? The old man raises a thick eyebrow curiously. I do nothing. Breathe. Walk. Observe. Fog looks visible enough to me. I see more than ever. I've never seen so much before. The old man wipes his hand across his face and sighs wearily. But someone must look and no one else can. Invisible fog, does that mean you can find your way through it? Fog is wrong. It hinders your legs, not your sight. I wish not to try. Well, I should probably go. The old man stares at you intently. You hasten? You should. Your rival wastes no time. He races, but in another direction. He searches for power, and he'll find it. My rival? Do you mean Tartusio? Neutral. I just do what I have to. I don't care about rivals. For all the more reason not to linger. Farewell. My rival? Do you mean Tartusio? The old man tugs his beard again. He's not tall, but he wants to climb high. Beside him are those who could stand against him, and might yet still. What power is he searching for? Can you tell me where he is? How do you know our rivals? What power is he searching for? Someone else's, old but forever young. That which was taken from another, that which gave joy, and now gives death. Can you tell me where he is now? He's in an old tomb. South of the trading post. Ancient tomb has been revealed. Thank you, or you actually said something that made sense. Thank you. The old man nods. How do you know we're rivals? I don't know. I see. You can choose where you set your eyes, usually. But can you choose what they see? Alright, well, all the more reason not to linger. Farewell. The old man turns and walks away slowly, muttering softly. Once stolen, the land should be reclaimed. Once reclaimed, bound with the claimer shall it be. Bound, merged, joined by unbreakable ties. Claiming the land, claiming its pain, claiming its death. Well, thanks for that information, Remus. Looks like this is an area we've already explored. Is this the same map that we fought the... They weren't wolves. Yeah, I remember this ravine. Okay, so they've just reused the same map tile. Alright, let's keep moving. Each of your companions has a favorite food? Huh. Alright, Ancient Tomb is apparently where Tartusio is. So we'll probably want to head... Do I want to go to Thornford first? This ford at the heart of the woods is one of the best places to cross the Thorn River. Most traders and travelers choose the Thornford for passage, attracting bandits to the place as well. Or we go to the ancient tomb, a mound with a small barrow inside. The stolen lands are rich with traces of long-gone settlements and the ruins of ancient civilizations. Almost every year, an accidental landslide exposes a door to an ancient tomb or the foundations of some destroyed temple. This location is a prime example of this. Boggard hunting grounds. Boggards are... what? I could go there. I'm trying to remember my Pathfinder lore. I know boggards are a creature, but I can't remember what they are or how tough they are. Let's head in and see. Hopefully we don't get immediately killed. So one thing about this game is it does not balance the areas to our party like some games do. Let's pretend that we can stealth. Oh, there we go. You are a level 4 chaotic evil. AC 12 isn't bad. Level 4 is scary. +5 attack with your spear, which means you are better attack bonus than most of my party. Can't really see how much damage you do. 4 to 11. So not crazy. We don't know what abilities you have as well. These stats don't look that scary, but seeing that it's a level 4 has me worried. I think we'll save this for later, because we're still all level 2. Barely level 2, we just leveled up. So we'll come back to that. I'll hold off on Tartuccio. Let's see what we can find at Thornford. That's where we were told to go first. Although to some extent that is the main quest, and perhaps I should do the side quests first. Ancient Roslandic coin, a memento of times long past. A well-grounded antiquities collector may pay handsomely for it. Well, that sounds pretty good to me. We'll check out what's going on this side of the river before we cross it. I guess the answer is nothing. Well, that was quick. Edible moss. Yum, moss. More cooking ingredients for when we finally stop to camp and start cooking. Hi there, spider. Oh, okay. You see a tall, broad-shouldered man with prematurely gray hair and a decisive face. Everything about him, his stance, his gestures, his intonations, radiates confidence. I'm not here to listen to your complaints or your crazy plans, Kressel. Yeah, we saw her when they were collecting taxes from Oleg. We cannot fight Restov. Leave Jomandi's messenger alone and follow your orders. You probably haven't even burned down that old house the Stag Lord seems to hate so much. Is the Stag Lord just going to hide in the fog forever? Kressel hisses angrily. If we don't show them our strength, they'll think this land belongs to them. When are we going to do something worthwhile? Something more than just stealing from these spineless hogs? She stops as she notices you. Damn. The man turns to you calmly. Ah, you must be the guest from Restov. Well, I always have preferred to solve things face to face. I'm Akiros Innsmort, the Stag Lord's right hand. We should talk. Alright, what do you want to talk about? All I'm interested in talking about is the location of the Stag Lord's fortress. Or just attack. What do you want to talk about? I'm sure you've heard many stories of the Stag Lord and his people. You probably think we're flesh-eating madmen. We're nothing of the sort, I assure you. We essentially want the same as those who sent you. ownership of the land, and the right to take payment off those who live and work here. The stolen lands aren't part of Brevoy, despite what anyone may think. My commander has as much right to this land as Jamandi Aldori. I personally forbade Cressel's people from harming the owner of the trading post. They paid on time and worked dutifully. At least until you showed up and disturbed things. But despite that, does this really need to end in violence? Restov is too far away to be able to effectively control these lands, and I don't want to lose any of my people. So please, leave the Staglord be and leave in peace. Why not turn that around? No matter what you say, Akiros, the Staglord's not some ordinary ruler of an ordinary country. He can barely control his gang, and neither can you, or you wouldn't be arguing with Cressel in the middle of the woods. You both seem like reasonable people who simply chose the wrong leader. Leave him or help me find his fortress, and we can part in peace. Not against that. Lawful good. Unfortunately, there can be no peace between me and the Staglord. I've seen too much. I won't allow him to keep robbing the settlers. We haven't really seen enough. We've heard of the robbery. I shall stop the Staglord and the evil he commits. Neutral, I'm not here to take sides, but if you don't want bloodshed, I'm willing to talk. Or neutral evil, Restov promised me a barony for the Staglord's head. Akiros, and I intend to collect it at any cost, even a bloody one. I'm going to go with just the neutral good option. Staglord can't keep control of his gang, you can't keep control of his gang. So just help me get rid of him, we can part in peace. Kira smiles. A valiant effort, but no. Just your charm and the ghost of the ferocious Jamandi won't be enough to make me turn traitor. Farewell, and please, think on my words. He turns and leaves. Something in your words seems to have impressed Cressel. She frowns for a moment, then spits. Fine, I won't cut your throat, for now at least. But I also won't kneel to some Restov upstart. Why would you try to make peace? Are you just naturally kind, or have you been listening to Svetlana? Is it so hard to believe I simply might not want unnecessary bloodshed? Svetlana asked me to show you mercy. Is Cressel the axe-wielding bandit? Svetlana asked me to show you mercy. I don't know why. My motives are my own. Just accept that I don't want you dead. Or this isn't kindness, it's good judgment. Your death doesn't help me in any way. Assuming I can't turn the camera to see. I was like, can I see if you're using axes? I don't know. Svetlana asked me to show you mercy. I don't know why. Cressel frowns and looks away. Mercy, huh? Haven't heard that in the stolen lands for a long time. Alright, here's my price. Or here's my piece. The Staglord has been spending more time keeping an eye on the bottom of his glass than on what's going on around him. If he won't answer an insult from some Restov crook like Jamandi, then you're right. We chose the wrong leader, so go ahead. Do whatever you plan to do. I won't stop you, but I won't help you either. And here, give this to Svetlana. The bandit places a ring in your hand, then leaves. So we got Svetlana's wedding ring. Well, that was simple. A ring with the name Svetlana Levitin engraved inside the band. Well, that was effective. Hi. Is that Jhod? Yes, Jhod. Craven. You see a dark-haired man, about 45, though the wrinkles on his face make him look 60 at first sight. He's currently a prisoner, judging from his tied hands. He slouches a bit, squinting short-sightedly at the light as he moves his lips as though speaking to someone invisible. He jerks his head up as he notices you. Praise the Rastil. Someone finally chased off those scoundrels. Thank you, stranger. My name is Jhod Caven. I'm a priest of Aristil from Galt. Those bandits attacked me as I was crossing the river. Said they wanted to take me to their leader, make me heal their wounds. Not a chance. The strength granted me by Aristil is meant to help honest people, not robbers. So Rastil, also known as Old Deadeye and the Stag God, is one of the oldest human gods still worshipped in the Inner Sea region, and is concerned with family, farming, hunting, and trade. During the Age of Creation, Arastil was among the gods who battled Robagug when he sought to destroy Galarian, and were eventually able to contain him in the Dead Vault at the planet's core. That's something I want to know more about. His religion dates back to before the Age of Darkness, when small farming communities and hunter-gatherers prayed to him for bountiful harvests and successful hunts. Legend claims that it was old Deadeye himself who crafted the first bow and gifted it to humans to overcome the challenges of the world. Even as the accomplishments of civilization mount, Morass still continues to embrace and represent the simpler pleasures life has to offer. And Galt was where Lindsay was from, if I recall. How did you come to be in these lands, Jhod? Neutral good, release him. I'm glad I could help. Or lawful evil, conditionally release Jhod. I hope you won't forget to reward your rescuer, old man. No, no, no. We'll release him first. I'm glad I could help. We can ask him how he came to be here, hopefully, after we've released him, but feels like leaving him tied up and interrogating is the wrong call. I'm glad I could help. Jhod mutters a bit, rubbing his hands. Oh, these times. To be as surprised to meet an honest woman as to see a manticore at a vegetable stall. Thank you for your help. I've exhausted my supply of prayers, but I'll gladly repay you in the future once I've restored my strength. Come to me if you ever need to be healed or blessed. I'm afraid an old fool like me won't be able to handle the mission given to me by Rastil on my own. How can I search for the temple when the bandits around here won't let me take a single step? I'll head to Oleg Leviton's trading post to rest and think on what to do next. Please, traveler, if you happen to discover the ruins of the Temple of the Elk, come inform old Jhod. My gratitude will know no bounds, so I couldn't ask him about how he came to be here. I guess I had to ask before I untied him, which seems strange. Please let me talk? No. Alright, fine. Written orders. Kressel, a task. As soon as you're done with the taxes, find an old hut in the woods upstream of the Thorns River and burn it to the ground. This is the Stag Lord's wish. He literally said burn, burn. It was originally going to be Dovin, but he grew upset when he learned nobody lived in the hut. Said burning houses with no one in them was boring. So I said I'd send someone more reliable. It's a strange task, but try to finish it quickly. And no asking what the, or why bother with this trifle instead of preparing for war with Restov. We'll get to that. A. Sweet pancakes. And Notes of a Traveling Priest, Ilthuliak, by Tyron Dean. Imagine this, a girl whose name I shall not disclose comes to town and immediately purchases the most expensive suburban villa. This newcomer spends unfathomable amounts of on charity, even returning several tragically perished citizens to life at her own expense. She's very young, her rough speech and manner indicate that she's not of noble birth. This leaves the whole town wondering, how did this young lady come into possession of such a huge fortune, and why did she spend it so eagerly? Those secrets were revealed to me when I was invited to the mysterious girl's house to provide healing services. The young lady reluctantly displayed something she'd been hiding from everyone, terrible acid burns. She forestalled any questions with a single word, Ilthuliak. The monstrous black dragon's name was well known in the River Kingdoms. She lived in the region for hundreds of years, inspiring terror and emptying settlements. Many experienced dragon hunters attempted to put a stop to her, and all perished. No one knew where Ilthuliak's lair was, or where she would strike next. The wounds Ilthuliak's acid breath left on my patient's body were terrible, but her soul was hurt much worse. The girl and her friends had found the lair of the dragon. They could have gathered hunters to destroy the monster, but they instead kept silent in search of the prophet. When the lair's mistress was absent, they would carry treasure out. Little by little, Ilthuliak suspected something was happening, so she set an ambush for the thieves, and they were dealt with cruelly. My patient pretended to be dead, surviving while the dragon devoured the bodies of her friends. She had much gold left at her disposal, but it came with the burden of memories that recalled devastated cities and countless people burned by acid. Unable to tolerate the guilt, the girl tried to atone for her ill-gotten gains with good deeds. I was able to heal her physical wounds. When we parted, she told me she planned to spend the rest of her wealth organizing an expedition to Ilthuliak's lair to end the beast. I've recently heard rumors that the villa has been abandoned for quite some time now. It's possible the owner left for other lands, but my heart tells me her bones lie in the lair of Ilthuliak, that winged terror and plague to the River Kingdoms. So the game takes place in the River Kingdoms. I'm wondering if we are going to come across this dragon lair at some point. Obviously not something we're going to have to deal with now, because dragons are well beyond our current limits, but an interesting future task. Come on, Lindsay, you can get there. Silver earring. Beautiful piece. Pay well for it. Nothing terribly exciting there. Watchtower. The bandits seem to have planned to seriously secure the area. The bandits' belongings are piled together in a messy heap. Search the belongings for information or valuables. You find the cash under all the clothes and blankets. Opening the lid of a small hollow, you find a box full of bottles. An inscription on the side reads, "Wine for the Stag Lord. Don't you dare steal it, fools. I'll make sure you rot." We could poison the wine. We could take the wine or break it. Let's poison the wine if it's for the Stag Lord. A cache of poisoned wine intended for the Stag Lord. Seems like that could help us in the long run. Alright, let's try disarming some of these traps. I keep trying to turn the camera, and that's just not a thing.
Applause, please.
Alright, before we cross the river again, let's finish exploring this side of the area. Scorched fragment of a necklace. This item bears a trace of lost power. It seems you found a shard of a destroyed artifact. If you find all the fragments, an artisan with enough skill could restore it for you. And we'll be sure to keep an eye out.
I'm off.
Alright, looks like that's all explored. Sturdy cart with weapon marks along the sides. Well, they probably didn't have a good outcome. Bring a protection of some sort, and masterwork heavy flail. I just recognized the shape. Bring a protection. You don't have one. Right, that's the resistance bonus. We've got ours. So that's got your AC up to 16. It's starting to get decent. Anything farther up this side? It's not looking like it. Okay.
Follow if you dare.
Then let's head out. So that's Thornford done, and we found out where the hut is that we were told to... They were told to burn down, but we were told to investigate. It's kind of very out of the way. So let's try going to the ancient tomb while we're here. There's someone on the road. Get ready. Bandits? No. Technic League mage. A group of well-armed fighters approaches. One of them raises their voice, pointing at you. Hey, you, stop right there. Kalana, look at this one. Will she do? The group's leader lays her cold and watchful eyes upon you. This one? I suppose. But I don't like her snout. Snout? Snout. Okay. She studies your companions carefully, but nonchalantly, as if examining goods at the market. Listen, you tramps. We're from the Technic League. Our slave died and we need a replacement. One of you will be coming with us. The rest of you are free to go. I advise against resistance. It would be a quick trick to kill every one of you. Choose now the one that you will give. Technic League is a group of arcanists and other lore seekers obsessed with unlocking the mysteries of the Silver Mount, an ancient alien artifact that crashed long ago near the Numerian capital during Wow. Crashed long ago near the Numerian capital of Starfall. Through their indirect control over the nation's ruler, the Black Sovereign Kevoth Kul, the Technic League also has strong influence over the laws, policies, and economy of Numeria. What is this Technic League? We can't handle this. There's too many of them. What are we going to do? I mean, I'm not going to hand over one of my companions to slavers. What is this Technic League? One very serious organization from Numeria. People with whom you'd better not start a fight, and who you better not bother with foolish questions. So Numeria's once a rising power poised to unite its neighbors under its banner. Numeria's leadership has fallen into decay. Here, savagery and science exist side by side. Amid the wreckage of a crashed starship from a distant world, technomancers from across Galarian flock to research and exploit the technological wonders found within the otherworldly ruins. Meanwhile, tribes of primitive barbarians cling to an age-old tradition and eschew technology in favor of their own raw skill and martial prowess. This is a nation where, under the auspices of technological advancement and the betterment of civilization, a select few rule a subjugated nation as despots and tyrants, placing their own power and continued reign above the well-being of their citizens. So Numeria sounds like a terrible place, but also a starship from space crash-landed, which is not something you see in your average fantasy world. So that's cool. Lawful good attack, no negotiating with slavers. Chaotic neutral. You sure can talk, let's see how you fight. Or chaotic evil, I'll make you eat your own entrails. I don't know how strong you are. But there are 5 of you and 4 of us. And we're only 2nd level. I'm gonna try it. I'm not gonna give up one of my companions to slavers. You sure can talk. Let's see how you fight. Big mistake. You performed a chaotic neutral action. Yes, I have. You're a level 3 wizard. Level 3 fighter. Level 3 wizard. Level 3 warrior. Alright. You're probably going to be the scary one. AC is only 13. You have 23 hit points. Taking out the 2 wizards first is going to be important. And taking out the archer is probably also going to be important. So Wolf, can you charge their archer? Amiri,
Tear them apart!
you guys try and tank these 2. Lindsay, let's get some courage going. I'm gonna try and grease all of them. Then I want you attacking
Serves you right.
Wizard. Okay. Grease is starting, I think. Yes.
This will hurt.
Lindsay, let's go for a bless. Whoa, you have caused fear. That is not going to be good for us. Kalana did fall, which means we're going to start missing our shots.
You deserved it. You should have run.
Because she'll get an AC bonus for being prone. You are... Right, I can't control you. Harrim, don't die. Did my wolf die? Or is it tripped on grease? Okay, Amiri's back, I think. Let's get some healing. Please, don't die. Oh, you died. Kalana casts a scornful eye on your companions. This is precisely why you should not have resisted the will of the Technic League. Enough of this comedy. Hide your weapons, I shall take this carrion. Pray that the rest of you will escape the same fate. Let them take this frail body while life still lingers within. Then come for the remains. I don't think we took any of them out. She's prone, but I don't think she's dead. And the other 4 are all standing, and I think my wolf is down. Harrim's down. I think Amiri was getting pretty low. I think we can get him back. Eventually. We surrender for now, but you will not get away with this. That's the spirit. Having picked up your barely breathing companion, the Technic League fighters vanish. Yeah, that's not good. They can't even vanish because they're too busy falling on grease. And my wolf isn't dead? No. He was just stuck on the grease. I still wish I could see his health down here. Alright, well, let's look around the rest of the area while these jokers keep falling over. Including Kalana. Can I please just kill her?
My skills are absolute. This spell works differently. This spell works differently.
Yeah. You guys can't even stand up over my grease. And yet, I had to give up one of my allies.
I'm there.
We'll get him back soon enough, I'm sure. They're all just still standing here. Harrim just ran off with one of their fighters. And the rest of them just didn't leave because they were stuck in grease. Fantastic. Okay, and there is not any loot in this zone. Sure I can't... Fine, we'll pretend they ran off and that we lost. The insidious henchmen of the ominous Technic League have disappeared into the thick woods of the mysterious Stolen Lands, but not for long. Soon we'd be upon them. First, though, we'd have to pick up their trail. To do that, Perception, search for signs or trails that our abducted companions could have left for us. Knowledge World tried to find anyone who could have seen these despicable people. Or Lore Nature. Without searching for other ways to simplify our work, we followed the trail of the Technic League. We'll start with Perception. Hooray for Spycraft. Not far from the abduction site, we found a familiar token of our companions. Our companion must have dropped. And a little farther along, a scrap of cloth, obviously torn off intentionally. Now knowing which direction to search, we tried to find anyone who could have seen these despicable people. This wilderness only seems deserted at first glance. Wandering around the area, we met a few mushroom gatherers and hunters who told us where they'd seen our quarry. We hadn't discovered the exact position of their camp, but we were closing in. After this, without searching for other ways to simplify our work, we followed the trail of the Technic League. Henchmen of the ominous Technic League are truly insidious, and the Stolen Lands a mysterious thicket, but true heroes think nothing of such things. We easily picked up the trail of those scoundrels and soon found their camp. Perhaps I should have healed Amiri first. Okay, no, the Technic League encampment is here, so it didn't just immediately put us there. We just know where it is now. Alright, well, Amiri, let's have you... Actually, Lindsay. Can you not cast magic while we're traveling? I was gonna say it'd be useful if she could... cast Cure Wounds. She still has 3 uses for the day. Memorize? No. I guess while we are on the map, we can't cast spells. Fine. We'll go there soon. I'm not super excited to immediately run back into a fight that we just lost. But I'm not super excited to go here either when we're missing a companion.
Just letting the ink dry.
Esme, Axe, yes. Esme, Axe, yes.
Wow, that was a terrible roll. that'll probably have to be good enough. I don't want to use up all of your spells.
What you want?
I guess I can use a couple of our healing potions. As much as I hate using consumables. Get a couple of those at the ready. Just in case. Acid flasks. Remove blindness. Cure moderate. Enlarge person could be interesting. Just seeing if there's anything that I think will be terribly important. However, I think this is where I'm going to end today's episode. Next time we will head farther in and see what happens when we confront Tartuccio. But yeah, I'll see you guys then. Thanks for watching. Bye.